Hey, Amber Autumn here, and today I'm going to be making pear pie. So this recipe is in our newest season's best recipe book, and it looks like a pretty easy recipe. Plus I already had fresh canned pears from my parents, and I also have the pie crust mix from Pampered Chef. The recipe book here shows you how to do the pie crust on your own if you don't have the mix. And then I also have our mixing bowl, which I think is super cute, and we're using the stone pie plate, and this one is in a limited edition color called Italian Plum, and I just think it's gorgeous. And so that was the real reason I wanted to make the pie today, was because this pie plate is so pretty. All right, first you want to dice up 2 sticks of cold unsalted butter. Here's a tip. Put it in the freezer for like 15 minutes before you're going to start making it. It'll make it so much easier to cut. When the butter starts to warm up, it just sticks to everything. So you're just going to put that in your bowl, and we're going to add the pie crust mix. All right. I'm going to use a pastry cutter here, and we're going to combine that mix with the butter until it's like coarse crumbles, kind of ball, or like pea-sized. You're going to start adding a little bit of this ice cold water, just a little bit at a time, and we're going to gently combine it with your hands. And we're going to keep slowly adding the water until it forms a dough. I usually end up using about 1/4 of a cup to kind of get the dough to hold its shape. Once the dough starts to be able to hold its shape, you're going to want to make 2 balls. They don't have to be perfect, but we're separating them into 2 portions. And then we're going to wrap them in plastic and chill for at least an hour in the fridge so that they'll be ready to roll out into the pie crust shape. All right, so once your pie crust has been chilled, we're just going to take one of these and we're going to roll it out on a lightly floured surface. If we're making a double crust, we'd use the other one. I'm not going to. I'm just going to make an open faced pie. So I'm going to freeze this one in a freezer bag and have it ready to use later. All right. And we're just going to roll this out until it fits into our pie pan here. All right, so I have my pie crust ready in there. So I'm just going to add a few things to the canned pears that I got from my parents. They're already a little bit of sugar, so I'm not following the recipe in the book 100%. Instead of 1/2 cup, I'm just going to do 1/4 cup of sugar. There's a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. How much cinnamon does it say to do? It says 1/4 teaspoon of crunchy cinnamon, which we sell online from Pampered Chef, but you can use regular cinnamon too. I like a lot of cinnamon, so I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon instead of 1/4 teaspoon, because cinnamon is good. The recipe also calls for cardamom, which I do not have, so I'm skipping it. And it says to add water, but it's already pretty liquidy, so I'm just going to mix up what I have here. And pour it right into that pie crust. Oh yeah. I like to top, I have a little bit of a brown sugar cinnamon crumble that I also use a little bit of flour in. And I get this pie. And while we're doing that, we're going to preheat the oven to 400 and then bake for 55 to 60 minutes.
That's because of water.
All right. I baked this pie at 400 degrees for 55 minutes, and I think it turned out beautiful. We're going to take a walk and let it cool, and then we'll try it and let you know how it turned out.